Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about the liberalizations. First, definition of liberalization. Liberalization can be defined as the process of liberating the economy from various regulatory and control mechanisms of the state and of giving greater freedom to private enterprises. Next, growth of liberalization. Before liberalization in many countries, only small industries are under the control of private parties. In the year 1991 in Russia, big industries were given to the private parties, and because of this, all over the world, general agreement on trade and tariff was made, that is GATT. Many countries joined the agreement and became the part of the world trade. Our country also signed this GATT agreement. Liberalization was made all over the world. In India, the following measures taken by our government made liberalization possible. First measure, steps taken to increase the foreign exchange. Second measure is taken to develop the economic growth. Third, steps taken to decrease inflation. These are the measures taken by our government to make liberalization possible. What is the first measure? Steps taken to increase the foreign exchange. Second measure, measures taken to develop economic growth. Third measure, steps taken to decrease inflation. Due to the above measures taken by our government, Foreign Exchange Management Act was enacted in the Parliament. Foreign Exchange Management Act was enables multinational companies to do business in India, and the following industrial enterprises have been created because of FIMA. First point, joint venture companies that involves the foreign and the Indian companies are created. Second one, import duty has been reduced. Third one, foreign direct investment are invested. What are the first industrial and enterprises of FIMA? Joint venture companies that involves the foreign and the Indian companies are created. Second one, import duty has been reduced. Third one, foreign direct investment and foreign direct investment are invited. Then advantages of liberalization. Consumers in India are able to get world-class product. What is the first advantages? Consumers in India are able to get world-class product. Second advantage is that the qualities of products produced in India also increased. Third one is intellectual properties right is made. The fourth one is Consumers Protection Act is enacted. These are the advantages of liberalization. First advantage is consumers in India are able to get world class product. Second one, the quality of products produced in India also increased. Third one, intellectual properties right is made. Then for last one, Consumers Protection Act is enacted. Then the disadvantages of liberalization. First disadvantage, traditional Indian industry also slowly disappeared. Second one, competitions among the foreign goods made in our country. Next, cost of essential goods such as drinking water and food materials also increased, but the cost of electric goods are decreased. Next, many people became debtors due to the credit card usage. Then the last one, cost of education is increased. These are the disadvantages of liberalization. What is the first disadvantage advantage in liberalization? Traditional Indian industries also slowly disappeared. Second one, competitions among the foreign goods made in our country. Third, cost of essential goods such as drinking water and food materials also decreased, but the cost of electric goods are decreased. Then many people became debtors due to the credit card usage. The last disadvantage is cost of education is increased. These are the disadvantages in liberalization. The next topic, liberalization in education. Our government made some restrictions for the foreign universities to begin their educational institutions in India. Any foreign university that wants to start a university in India should be an institution with an experience of 20 years in imparting education to students, and it should make the campus for its university in India with rupees 25 crores. Our government now our government till now has not enacted any law regarding foreign university in India, but now some university in India began courses for students in collaborating with the foreign universities. Next, positive impact of liberalization on education. First one, since the foreign investment on education in India is invited by our government, there is a chance that our educational institution would become world class in their qualities. Second point, since many foreign institutions are weaving with one another for starting universities in India, the cost of higher education may be reduced. Third, since education comes under the service sector, the educational service would improve our economic growth. Fourth, since the number of our students going to foreign countries for their further studies increases, if universities from the countries such as USA, UK, France, etc. start their university in India, the students may choose to study in any of these universities in India, and this will save our foreign exchange. Fifth one, it is expected that high-class foreign technological university are going to start giving technological education in India. The technological skills of our students may develop on par with developed countries. Sixth one, since the foreign university in higher education and technological universities are expected from their university on par with world standard, it will create knowledge society in India. Seventh one, world standard and globally valuable degree may be conferred to our students. Eighth, it will reduce the brain drain due to the migrations of intellectual to their countries. These are the positive impact of liberalization on education. Next we move on, negative impacts of liberalization on education. First negative impact is, it is found out that many of foreign universities are reading under the financial storage for running their institution in their countries. So if we allow them to start university in India, the cost of higher education may increase. Second negative impact is, because of this grace of foreign universities, our students may enroll themselves in their universities, neglecting our universities. It will reduce the standard of the foreign universities in India, and so our students may be cheated in India itself. Third negative impact, since corruption is rampant in our country, bogus degrees in the name of foreign university may also cheat our students. Next, last negative impact is, foreign university if allowed to start their branches in India, our universities will be neglected. These are the negative impact of liberalization on education. What is the first negative impact of liberalization on education? It is found that many foreign universities are relying under the financial storage for running their institution in their countries. So if we allow them to start university in India, the cost of higher education may be increased. Then the second negative impact is, because of the grace of foreign universities, our students may enroll themselves in that university, neglecting our universities. It will reduce the standard of the foreign universities in India, and so our students may cheated in India itself. The next negative impact is, foreign universities if allowed to start their branches in India, our universities will be neglected. These are the negative impact of liberalization on education. Okay students, have you understood? Okay, thank you students.